When I got hired here, I had gone through the whole job interview process. And up until that point, Rick and I we didn't really know each other personally at all. But I had heard of him and I had heard the band, and he had heard of me because I was active in the choral music field. And when I interviewed and was offered the position, I was also offered a position at another institution at the same time. And so I was really struggling over which position to take. And frankly, I was a little bit nervous about coming here just because Rick was such a big presence. And wondering if I would be sort of allowed to do my own thing, or if he would be overbearing because he's a really big personality. But I remember finally making that choice and coming here. And then right from the start, whenever I'd bring up an idea I wanted to do or an initiative, he always said yes. He looked at it this way: if I could make the choral program great and he makes the instrumental program great, then we work individually, we work together, and we make Henry Ford College Music Department the best in the land.
He was the scary guy who was in charge, and I quickly learned that he was unbelievably generous, and a very inspiring leader.
I think what he really did was take a tiny music department and grab some pieces around him, including, that would be Kevin Dewey, for example. Kevin and him were here together for so long. And they built something amazing. I mean, we ended up with 2 jazz bands. It was a community college, remember, 2 jazz bands, 4 choirs, 2 vocal jazz groups, just this huge instrumental and vocal music program at Henry Ford College. And I'm not trying to diss on community colleges, but they usually don't have a robust program in the arts, and we did.
His vision was growing the program. I have to say, he knew everybody in the music world, and he was he was such a hard worker, and he was so good at mentoring and getting people in the program and growing the music program at the college. And I mean, a lot of people wouldn't think about music being part of it, but the arts are a part of education.
Under Rick's direction, the band's got an opportunity to play at the Smithsonian for Obama's inauguration. We went to Perugia, Italy, and Nice, France. They've traveled all over, sometimes with me and many a time without. And it's just the type of opportunities you would not expect a band from a community college to be able to do. And Rick made it look easy and made it happen.
Oh, where didn't he take the band? We went to England, Scotland, Wales, Italy, Spain, France, Germany, Switzerland. He took the band to major jazz festivals, the North Sea Jazz Festival, the Montreux Jazz Festival. He also played in the Detroit Jazz Festival for decades.
He explained to me once, I said, how do you do that? And he says, well, we have to send you know, a tape or a CD to them, and they listen and they don't know who we are. And they listen to a bunch of them and they choose the one they want to perform. And that's how he was chosen for many things, not knowing it was Henry Ford Community College. So I think he worked really hard at what he did.
Main thing at first I ever did for Rick was set up chairs. But even in setting up chairs, he would say, okay, here's how I need you to set it up. And he'd go by afterwards and tweak it because he knew this player's skinny, this player's a little bigger. He would tweak every chair so it was perfect for the rehearsal. And so I just saw this attention to detail, this love of the people and how well he knew them, even then. So he taught me that it's really important how you treat other people, even in the smallest details.
He had some students who seemed like they were musicians for life. There were people in the band anywhere from high school 15, 16-year-old up through seniors of 70 and 80 years old. He just wanted everybody to be playing, and he encouraged me getting everybody singing, just to keep people making music their whole lives. If they developed a career by being a music teacher or a professional musician, that was always a wonderful, wonderful thing. But the main thing was to keep people playing and making music for their whole lives.
He was just such a builder of people, builder of character in every way. So I just thought that was cool. It wasn't like Rick had a facade at the school. This is his teacher persona. He was just that way with everyone in every capacity.
Yeah, he sees talent in people, and he trusts that if he gives you an opportunity, you're going to step up, and that's exactly what happened there. I was not aware until after he died that he really wanted to see me step up and direct the bands. And I don't know why me, but I wish more than anything I could tell him thank you for that.
Some discussion was had early on about whether we should name the music wing for him or some other, sort of or place. But the band room was his domain. The Henry Ford College band room in the Mackenzie Fine Arts Center, that was the Goward domain. That's where the symphony bands rehearsed, the percussion ensemble, the wind ensemble, the big band, the Studio 110 jazz ensemble, all these groups rehearsed in there, and he spent all his time setting up equipment, tearing down equipment, organizing sheet music, getting things ready for rehearsals. I think that naming the building or that room for him makes the perfect sense, the perfect kind of sense. Rick L. Goward Band Room is perfect.